The New York Knicks, they haven't hosted a game one this late in the playoffs since 1995. And I saw
95?
a playoff forecast that said orange and blue skies in New York.
That should be.
Orange and blue skies.
Sinatra and I are going to get out of the way for you.
Let me tell you something right now, Mike Wilbon, Jalen Rose. Let me tell y'all something. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. They ain't win a damn playoff series in the last 10 years. Carmelo Anthony was playing. I thought we were going to the conference finals, and then, damn it, Carmelo Anthony drove baseline, and Roy Hibbert said, not today, and we never recovered. I remember that. Prior to that, they ain't been out of the first round since 2000. I understand the suffering. By the way, I'm 55. I'm proud to say I'm 55 because, damn it, I don't look it. But here's the reality of the situation. The New York Knicks haven't won a championship in a half century. We have suffered. We'll probably continue to suffer, but not this series. Jimmy Buckets, I love him. What a rough rider. You ain't averaging no damn 37 points a game. Not in this series. Gabe Vincent, you've been hitting nice shots. It ain't gonna happen, okay? The New York Knicks are #1 in steals in the postseason, #1 in defensive efficiency. And when you look at Jalen Brunson and the way that he's been playing, R.J. Barrett remembered to drive the ball to the basket. That's why he was effective the last 3 games compared to his 24% shooting. I know Grimes got the shoulder injury, missed the last 2 games. He was a primary defender on Jimmy Buckets. But you know what? Josh Hart, didn't he just finish defender Donovan Mitchell? He's going to show up too. Mitchell Robinson, 2.2 blocks per game. Going to be that eraser. Keep your eyes on Bam. He's not Brook Lopez, I understand. But I'm sorry, Mobley or Allen. But let me tell y'all something right now. No matter how it looks, no matter how daunting the task may be, no matter how Julius Randle might be out for games 1 or 2 with your blasphemous stuff, it's a 7-game series. The New York Knicks have home court advantage. It's the Mecca. It's Madison Square Garden. They will rise to the occasion. New York Knicks in 7. They win this series in 7 games. New York Knicks are going to the conference finals.
We had everything but Sinatra.
Oh, no, I was just, and now the Knicks are king of the hill. We were going.
That's what we're doing.
That's
what we're doing.
That was pretty good.
I will not give you any more bursts of that, and I do not want to burst Stephen A's bubble. But on a scale of 1 to 10, Mr. Wilbon, how worried should the Knicks be about Jimmy Buckets Butler?
A 10. Are their television sets working in New York? Huh? You have every reason to feel confident about the Knicks, but I'm sorry. Jimmy Butler, in these playoffs, he can say all he wants, there's no playoff Jimmy. Yeah, there is. He just took the #1 seed and threw them out. And they have a guy that we all went into the playoffs saying might be the best player in the league, if not the MVP, in Giannis. Threw him out, get out. So Jimmy can affect the game in other ways, Stephen A. He doesn't have to average 36 a game. We've seen Jimmy Butler get his teammates involved in ways that he's going to need to early in this series. They need to be a 10 on the worry meter in New York. Tibbs knows that. Tibbs coached them. Come on now.
How about the fact that Jalen Brunson was in the conference finals last year in the West for the Mavs?
Oh, you said it, I did not.
They didn't qualify for the play-in this year with Luka and Kyrie on the team. Now, and I agree with Stephen A. Smith, he's in pole position to lead the New York Knickerbockers to the Eastern Conference Finals. But one thing has to happen. Julius Randle can't miss over 2 games.
I can see that.
Yeah, he cannot miss over 2 games because obviously when you get to this point of the season, you need all of your better players. The Heat are going to be playing without Tyler Hero. But again, I'm just happy for so many of my friends from New York City. They get a chance to cheer their team that they haven't seen win a championship like our teams since the 80s.
Don't try to take the glory. Don't try to take the glory. Don't try to take the glory.
That have had a 6-time dynasty.
You don't get to do that.
4-time
You don't get to do that. You don't get to live off the bad boys. Not with the way. Not as bad as Detroit has been. Don't want to hear that.
You know what I like? You know what I like? That a kid from Chicago is leading the Knicks.
Oh, whatever.
Namesake.
What uniform he wears? What uniform he wears?
I'm just saying.
By the way, can somebody say it? Because if y'all don't want to say it, I will.
What?
Are we sure that the New York Knicks are without the best player on their team? I would contend
I think they have the best player on their team.
Jalen Brunson is the best player on their team.
But Jalen's point is right on.
Yes.
And it was T. Lue who said you have to have your 2 best players this time. And you can't be missing anybody. The Knicks cannot afford to miss him more than.
And they can't afford to miss him more than 2 games. But I have been told, a matter of fact, I know this myself. South Beach is very healing. Whatever's going on
What's it going
with
heal?
Julius Randle in games 1 and 2, he'll be just fine by game 3 when they get to South Beach. He ain't gonna miss more than 2 games.
In linen for South Beach, right?
Yes,
this
indeed.
suit in
And
linen.
the best thing about when these 2 teams face off, these are the kind of night lives that you got to take a nap before you go out and kick.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.